You are welcome back again.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Loki.
Yeah, the biggest general.
Yeah, general.
Charlie.
This is Let's Cook.
Let's cook. Let's cook.
In Parliament today, the MP for
Asante
Achim North, that is Ohene Kwame Frimpong, made a submission on the floor of Parliament. But then he decided to go the local dialect, or he decided to use his local tongue.
Okay.
That's the Chi.
The Chi.
So he pleaded with the Speaker of Parliament that he wanted to submit, or he wanted to make his presentation in Chi.
Okay.
So this has generated a lot of conversation on social media because the guy decided to use Chi in his submission, and people are saying, does it mean these people don't regard the rest of the tribes in the country?
Exactly.
Do they want the Parliament or the House to use Chi as a number one local dialect in communicating?
Oh,
but then I'm of a different view. You get, because I feel like when you go to China, Chinese people have various or different languages, or different tribes in the country. But then I think they use, I don't know if it's Mandarin or something they use, or they have their dialect, their local dialect.
Yeah,
that is what they speak in Parliament.
Okay,
you understand? And then they communicate mostly in their local dialect. If you want to listen to them, you have to either there's someone interpreting for you to listen with a headphone.
Yeah,
I think that is the best way to go, because I feel like we should find the dominant one. We just go with it. And so the issue of we having other tribes in the system, or other tribes also in Parliament, doesn't spoil anything. We can still do an interpretation.
Yeah.
So someone is interpreting. So anyone who's going to get up should use this local dialect. Let someone interpret. So if you are a foreigner who is in the Parliament, you just have to pick the
the headset,
the headphone or headset, and then listen.
But don't you think there's going to be a lot of different languages at Parliament, instead of they focusing on the agenda, which is maybe the country's discussing on things to improve the country, rather than focusing on the type of, or the particular language to use to communicate. The focus will be will not be on what they are there to do, rather be on communication. I mean language.
Oh,
so, and if they are to use Chi, other tribe will also come in saying that they also want their language to be, used in the Parliament.
So yes, I understand the issue of, when I went into the comment section, actually Joy News posted this story.
Yeah.
So when I went into the comment section, people are saying they commend this decision, or they commend the guy for using, or the MP for using his local dialect to communicate. And then others are also saying no, because they feel like their tribes are left out.
Exactly.
But then that is where the interpretation comes in. So there are people who are there to do the interpretation.
Then other tribe will also say, let's use Ewe in Parliament, so that there will be interpreters interpreting to those who don't understand Ewe.
So they are what do they call them, bilingualists or what?
Bilingual,
people who study different languages.
Yeah.
So we can get people who have studied different language, all these languages,
to interpret all of them.
So we can look at the general overview of Parliament. You understand? And then, so these things will based on research. So like we find people to do comprehensive and proper research on the general how do I even put it, demography, and then all these petty things. So we do every research on the various tribes we have in the country. We see the percentages and everything, you understand? So we pick the very dominant ones. Definitely we have
yes,
we have the Ewes, we have the Gas, we have the Ashantis, And then Ashantis and the Fantis almost the
so
same language.
they are
and they
more-
have the Nord.
They are classified as the Akans.
Yes.
So the Akans will involve the Achins,
Yes.
the Fantis,
Yes.
the Ashantis, the Achim, Ashanti,
Yeah, so it means
and
you pick the
Akuapem.
Akans,
The
you pick the
Akans.
Ewes, pick the Gans.
The
you
Gans.
understand? And then maybe any other, even if
The
it's
Nordness.
5, we have people who can go to school, study these things, and then at least you have 2 people who are there to interpret everything. So if I'm a Gan, I wake up or I'm deciding to present on the floor of Parliament, I use my Gan. Someone is there interpreting. So if you are not Gan, you don't understand what I'm saying. You just pick the headset, you listen. You understand? So when you are speaking in your native tongue, it makes you very confident.
Yeah,
when you are speaking,
it brings some flair.
Yeah, say bro for the
Yeah.
mudu. So
Go back round.
what you say?
They will laugh
So
at
because
you.
of this English, that is why most of the parliamentarians don't talk. They don't talk because what
Be
you
the
say?
topic of the
And
day.
then it's not like they don't have things to contribute. They are very learned people. But someone can be learned, but the English is just a problem.
You see, speaking someone, the problem we have as Ghanaians is that when you are intelligent or when maybe you are not able to speak English,
Yes.
people feel like you are not intelligent.
Yes, they
or when
equate English speaking to intelligence.
when your grammar, you have grammatical errors, a lot of grammatical errors in your English. They feel like akwa they were born.
Yeah.
Even in our schools, we do justify those things.
Even when in school we write those who speak vernacular.
You
Then they
feel,
lash you
so
all the things.
all these things it has side our mind to a point that even if you go to Parliament and you want to contribute and you can't speak proper English, you
That
are
is the
scared
thing. You are scared to talk.
Exactly.
So most of them, just look at the percentage of people who speak on the floor of Parliament. It's just a few.
A few, yeah.
So
And
most
then
of them don't talk.
Also, if you are not able to speak English, I'm not sure they will make you a communication minister.
You understand?
I'm not sure.
You see,
but there might be somebody in Parliament who communicates very well,
Yeah.
but can't speak good English.
Good English.
And that person will not be picked. But maybe the person can speak in his or her local dialect, but they will not be appointed to be a communication minister. So all these things, to me, I think if we are going to choose a language, we should choose a language that is more dominant, as you said initially.
Yeah.
That's cut across wherever you go, they'll be able to understand you perfectly. Yeah. So basically, that would be something, but. Tribalism.
That be the hurdle for cross. That is the hurdle we have to cross.
Exactly.
You understand?
Tribalism is going to be the issue.
This thing is not difficult, but then people will
You think it's not difficult?
No, you see, when we all come as one people to decide on this thing, it shouldn't be difficult. But then people feel like Asante 4 then they see them a body style. So why would they use them a language? What you are saying?
That's going to
then
be the
they
whole
won't boost
point.
it too much. Then they see them a body. Why they use them a language? Then Gans to go come. Charlie, I cried at Parliament today.
So why
meaning
you no
you
go
feel
use
why you not go use Gans to do the
Yeah.
thing? You understand? They always go say this and this and
Yeah.
to the one.
Charlie,
You
be
understand?
true.
So we can equally represent every tribe in Parliament.
As in all the main dialects, I mean the major ones we normally hear, like the Gans, the Airways, the Fanti.
Tell me,
and all those ones.
even you know that even in the northern region, tree is there.
Oh yeah, I've been to the north part of Ghana.
You understand? That
And
is
then
why
I tried speaking to. I went to buy something out there, and then I tried speaking to people with Chi, and they got it.
They got it.
Yeah,
You
they got
understand?
it. Even Volta region.
You understand?
Some people understand.
So I don't see why you should fight for this thing. This thing is just
dominance,
when we are
power.
able to do this thing, when we are able to do this thing alone, like the kind of how do I even? It's going to affect so many things.
Yeah,
like
for real.
as a minister, you are communicating to the
people.
ordinary Ghanaian. The ordinary Ghanaian, bro, for now, kese na oka no nte.
Until yeah.
What you say? Obe kan bro for boom basa na mo ye propaganda nsem. Ne nyina
So-
bro for nkwa. Won't share
You
yase.
see, so this matter,
So it's going to help like a lot of people, like especially because of this English, people don't really watch the parliamentary proceedings. Inform who, especially your mama nom ni your papa nom ni.
But they will still go and vote for.
What I say, at the end of the day, they go and vote, but then they don't know the policies and things they've been passing in parliament.
Let me even proceed with this. I had a conversation with my mom during the election time, before the election time, and I asked her, who are you going to vote for? And she made mention of a political party, and I asked her why. She said, because if you the party we are, and I'm like,
Based
no.
on your
So
fear.
if the person is not communicating, what will have a positive effect on your children and on yourself? Because Mufie there, when I'm supporting, is this what you are going to do? And you say, we party way there. So the old mentality is on these old women because they don't communicate in
Imagine if they speak in the local dialect.
Yeah.
Then they listen. Then they will listen to you. They will hear you. You understand? Then they see whatever trash, then whatever bills and things to the pass for parliament.
Exactly.
You understand? So everything becomes very transparent. And then it makes education move faster. 1+1 2. Because of Brofun, woman, what you say? 1+1. What you say?
Exactly.
But because Brofubem near the man look difficult. Imagine if the law is being interpreted to you in your local
like dialect. By now they will trust a lot of laws in Ghana.
You understand?
Because most of them to me still now don't really make sense.
So like it's going to heavily impact our system,
our society,
everywhere in the every system we have in this country. You understand? If you're able to go the local dialect way, oh, trust me, like you can have. I bet you like people you wouldn't think about standing for MP who stand for MP.
I'm sure the late Ikradonko wasn't even like attention wasn't paid to her due to grab English and all that. Yeah,
you get
Charlie.
So this
but
thing,
maybe she might be communicating something better.
You see, this thing is a big thing we have to push. Like I would say, I'll advocate for this thing everywhere I go. I would advocate for reusing our local dialects in everything we do.
Strong advocacy.
You understand?
Yeah.
Every ministry is using local languages.
You know, it would be bad
when they bring maybe documents and things that are in our local dialects. Just imagine.
But you'll be a bit really cheap.
But brofone de be wo ho. But brofone de wo ho for omo person mo kan brofone. But omo petri no so. So the tree should be the main one.
Even in
and the English should be there.
Our basic educations, the effect of speaking, teaching with chi is lesser than that of English.
You get
so Emma and Kolanu.
And then research also backs the fact that when you are teaching a child and you are teaching him in his local dialect, he gets to understand the thing more than Brofo. Because Brofo no, after now, word we make of be dictionary. I bet you word no man sana matiasi. Charlie slavery ne be any
truth. The biggest truth is the talk.
So if you're able to get the whole tribal thing out of the way. This thing like it could change every
system. Yeah, true.
Mahama Bijina, no addressing nation now, country you, country be and say, either the radio station or the TV station will just translate it for the Ghanaian out there to listen.
To understand.
Because Metimaka saying the Twi is a language, I meant 80% of Ghanaians at the Twi.
80 will be more, about 60%. Yeah.
That is why we have to do a research. We research all these things are things you know.
Be able to
to make a decision. I will make a decision based on the research. Nah, easy mobia. But comment section. Jimmy.
Yeah, Ghana
see, Mohammed Yassin. Or say so unnecessary. We don't have one local language in Ghana. So why forcing it?
Mohammed Yassin will be a nod now. That is why he's not agreeing to treat. But if he would have said maybe if the MP the honorable said that let's use his not,
yes,
I'm sure he would have agreed.
Yes, you see.
So basically the thing we are talking about is a tribal issue.
it's like we don't understand. That is why we are making it based on tribal. If you know the kind of impact and the kind of benefits you are going to get from these things, like we don't go fight, do tribal politics, tribal stuff,
Wanna politics will be tribal, like tribalism and all of that.
So the thing there, like. I want Parliament to have this conversation. You understand? This conversation is what we push it. Me everywhere I go right now, I advocate for these things. You understand?
Exactly.
Let's speak a local dialect in our parliamentary dealings and parliamentary presentation and full of Parliament. Because I've been seeing Bagwin, the Speaker of Parliament. He always try to wear our native clothing.
Exactly.
Sometimes he wears
that agenda.
Sometimes he wears the jalabia, and then the kaftans.
Kaftan,
yes, you know, that is what we should be doing, like selling ourselves. All these things, you sell the country, sell your culture.
I cross a brofona, so you take account. Be a push agenda, brofona.
But sanity, it was a certificate, baby. What you say?
Charlie, brofo.
Because someone no brofa.
They will not listen. Yeah, true.
But the systems have to be put in place near.
Exactly.
It's a big movement. I think Charlie benefits in the So I beg you, let's not fight ourselves on tribal lines concerning this issue. The MP who submitted this, who made a presentation on the floor of Parliament using his local language has done very well. Like very well. We should encourage these things and have a conversation. Like I said, research. We can put structures in place to support and then we can capture every tribe in the whole thing until no one will be left out. My name is Loki. I just finished cooking with
the biggest General.
Yes, General 1Z.
Yes, I.
Subscribe to the channel as usual. Pacho, I know they make catch hit the notification bell. Leave your comments and share the videos. We please, share the videos.
Double fine.
And then watch the videos to the end. Me analytics nature is a more video new maninsi. Pacho, more share maninsi na education, entertainment, information, and a bremo. Yes, Remo. Shout out to Maninsi.
Yeah. So today I'm giving shout outs to all the Loki studio boys. As biggest Westwood.
Yeah, Westwood.
Yeah, to all the camera crew. Shout outs to all yourself. And shout outs to all my lecturers in Game Park. Charlie, my lectures are superb. They are great. Charlie, shout out to all my lecturers. Yesterday, one of them commented in my DM, Charlie, I've been watching your YouTube.
Charlie, come the comment section inside.
Big shout out to all my lecturers.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
We appreciate you.
Legon will be coming. Legon. Then we are coming to represent. We are coming to do some promotion there. What you say? Loki Studios. You see us very soon. Thank you, guys.